right. Good day. Good day, tribe. Welcome. Welcome to episode 1 of Coffee Talk with Karen B, where this is a show that I made so we can chit chat, we can talk about stuff that comes up, daily things, because so much happens all the time now that I don't know. I figured this would be a good way to get caught up with everything, or just chit chat, stay caught up. Not really get caught up, but stay caught up. Yeah. Charlie Brown. Well, listen, it's not Charlie Brown music per se. It's just jazz. If Charlie Brown used jazz, well, I guess then it is kind of like Charlie Brown music. Anyway, good to see y'all here. Yes. James in Germany. Good to see you. Juan Torres, Jenny Spark, Shinso the Great, Natalie Renkla, Vici, Chicago artist. You like the coffee shop? Cool, thank you. NH Guy, Waters Above, Auto Hoax Baby Truther. Thanks for being here, y'all. Excuse me. Hi, Jennifer Kiesling. Yeah. I'm in the coffee shop. Listen, I can't hang out in a town with all of you in real life. We can't just get together for coffee or what drinks or whatever. So I made a virtual coffee shop. And it's kind of relaxed. It's like chit chat. Now I'm streaming this on Twitch right now on my main YouTube channel because I can stream on my YouTube channel and I still have my YouTube channel. Unlike ODD TV, I don't know if you guys know, but it looks like ODD lost his main YouTube channel last night. So, I think our days are numbered here. I mean, come on, they're like slowly but surely kicking everybody off or censoring us. I mean, isn't that terrible? He had over 300,000 subscribers, you guys. He had like 350,000 subscribers and his channel's gone. Now it's only music. Only his ODD TV music channel. So I don't know. Yeah, you guys, bad news. So anyway, I'm streaming this on YouTube, Odyssey, Rockfin, and Twitch right now. I can't stream to Facebook because I'm still on a 30-day ban. And I have this set as premium on Rockfin because if at any point the Coffee Talk gets to a place where it's not YouTube friendly, I'm just gonna have to kill the YouTube stream and then continue elsewhere. My channel's got 2 strikes right now as it is. I could lose my channel too, who knows? So I don't know if you guys have made accounts at these other places. I think on Odyssey you can just use your YouTube account. You can just go over there and log in with your YouTube account, I think, and just create it that way. Or you can just make a new account on Odyssey. And yeah, you guys. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you haven't heard. I just heard about it. Yeah, Twitch is good. As far as streaming, Twitch is good. But here's the thing, Twitch doesn't save, they don't save the episodes past a certain amount of time, so they'll have to go. Not enough, cheers for the super chat, Vici. No, not enough morning shows, great idea. By the way, does anyone know, is Mac okay? Flat Earth Fokker, seems he's been deleted off the internet. I think Mac lost his channels. Mac Flat Earth Fokker did lose his channel. Yeah, ODD TV's channel is gone. DITRH. Yes, fuck, exactly. Bastards. I don't know. Mine may not stay here very long either with my intro. They don't like any sort of naughty talk. He lost his YouTube channel too, but I have been seeing him stream on Facebook. So he's got like the opposite problem that I do right now. He can stream on Facebook and not YouTube, and vice versa. Yeah. So that's what's up with Mac. I've been seeing him pop up on Facebook, except I can't comment or share because I'm not even allowed to add friends on Facebook. Now when you have a 30-day ban, you can't add friends. You can't even change your picture, your background picture, because before when they would block me, I would change my background picture that said, join Telegram or they blocked me or whatever. Well, they picked up on that. And they won't let me change my picture now either. I can't do shit on Facebook except for look at all this stuff and go, oh, you're blocked. Can't comment, can't like, can't do anything. It fucking sucks. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's stupid. They can't even amongst themselves figure out, what sort of thing they want to say, what's information, what's misinformation. Like, they can't even figure that shit out on their own. Yeah. I will still use everything else for notifications. Actually, that's why I started taking everything down off of YouTube. I started taking all the Strange Worlds off and making them private because my channel kept getting strikes for Strange World. And then I also, of course, have gotten strikes for, I also got strikes for Unveiling This Realm shows. So I started taking those off too. So what I think we'll do is, keep that stuff off of YouTube, but then use the channel for notifications to draw people other places. Yeah, I know. I've got people that like thumbs down. There's one person, it's usually one thumbs down, at least one every time. Like somebody keeps those notifications on just so they can be the first one to be like, thumbs down, I'm thumbs downing you, Karen. Thumbs down, you suck. Everybody, it's funny. Good morning, David Rife. ODD got hacked. I don't know if he got hacked. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think he did get hacked. I think he, let's see. I'll turn my screen share on. Oh, whoops. I gotta go to the other way. Oh, but not Telegram. I'm not ready for Telegram. I want to have a little section of time where in Coffee Talk, I will have a section of time where in Coffee Talk I go through Telegram chats and all the different Telegram groups that I'm in, because there's lots of them. And if you're on Telegram, there's freaking thousands, thousands of notifications in those groups. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to have a little coffee talk time where we go through all of the Telegram chats and look at all the stuff that YouTube doesn't want you to see. So that part will definitely not be on YouTube. And that will happen after I turn off the YouTube stream. Because there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of gems in Telegram. Tell you what. So let's see. Let's go to YouTube. ODD TV. Yeah, see, I'm just seeing music. There's no more filters. Channel. ODD TV 2 is still up. Well, here, okay, I'm going to share the link out for this. So he does have a backup channel. It's got 34.6 thousand subs. So there's ODD's backup channel, you guys. Go get it if you don't have it. And let me see, I'll go in the other chats and post it as well. Hold on one sec. Rockfin. Also, ODD is on Rockfin. You know, Odyssey, yes, terrestrial Mac, Odyssey is underutilized. I agree. I'm live on Odyssey. I'm over there. They never take my stuff down. They never censor me. They never censor me. So I would go there. But okay, so in fact, I'll show you. While I have this screen up, let me show you guys Rockfin. All right. Is Rose here? Hi, Rose. Love you. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, okay. Actually, let me add a chat box window here. Let me add a chat. Hopefully it doesn't crash my stream. Nope. Sweet. We're still in business. So now the chat should start showing up in the corner there. Guess I should have added that already. All right, so let's look at Rockfin, you guys. Seriously, because YouTube's kicking us all off. They suck. And you know, every time you guys, you know, donate to us through, I mean, I know you just did, not to, you know, make you feel bad, because I appreciate the support. I do. But then YouTube takes a third of it, and then they censor us. They suck. You know, it's like it's like worse than a homeowners association, right? You know how when you buy this house in this nice neighborhood and you pay lots of money for this house, but then there's this thing called the homeowners association, and you have to pay them every month, right? And they do certain things for, you know, maybe they do lawn care or garbage or whatever they do. But then some of these things turn into freaking little Nazi groups, and then they start telling you, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or we're going to fine you for this, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, man, I'm paying you. I am paying you. What are you doing? And that's like YouTube. Like, we're making them money. We make them money. And then they turn around and crap all over us. So anyway, Mark Sargent is on YouTube. Mark Sargent is another channel that actually I'm going to go check and see if his channel's still up, because he had so many strikes and he cannot upload or post or do anything on his channel. And everybody keeps asking me, where is Mark Sargent? Where is Mark Sargent? Okay, well, Mark Sargent does have stuff around on like Rumble and Brighteon and stuff like that. You can go find him. Because YouTube's censoring him hardcore now. I mean, come on, vanilla Mark Sargent. He like got away unscathed for so long. And then all of a sudden they just hammered him. Okay? So he's been uploading like a madman to Rockfin. Everything, all the stuff that had been removed from his channel, everything that he couldn't post before, you know, all that stuff is now up on Rockfin, and he's just going for it. He's even posted, he posted Zeitgeist documentaries, Loose Change 2, what else? Room 237. Like, he's uploading everything. He's like balls to the wall. No more vanilla Mark Sargent. All right. And Baldini's there, the Great Baldini, Conspiracy Castle, Jeffrey Daugherty, Lindsay Sharman, she's Rogue Ways, Chance Gordon, Lift the Veil, Globe Busters, of course. They already have a huge following. Okay. Bob. Shout out to Bob. Crow 777 is there. Rose 777 is there. Excuse me. I'm burping. UAP. UAP is there. Brian Stavely, of course. Jaronism. Why is it skipping Jaronism so I can't see his face? Well, that's Jaron. Jaron's there. Okay. And all his shows are there. And who else? Oh, Dr. Zach. I just got Dr. Zach on here. So he's here. He just started. You guys go follow. If you're on Rockfin, go follow Zach. He just got on here and he needs new people. He's got 69 followers. Actually, maybe don't go. Leave him there. Just leave him at 69. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I didn't get a alert on Rockfin. Well, yeah, Rockfin's got to get better about their notifications. I will say that. They do need to get better about their notifications. So, yeah. Been enjoying your anti-religious studies. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy that. You know, I get a lot of people giving me good feedback about that they've been liking the anti-religious scripture study, which is something I do. Here, I'll go over to my channel. This is something I do with Just Jack. It has thumbnails like this. It's got the High Priestess tarot card where she's holding the Torah as the thumb. But I'm going to change that because I have me and Jack came up with a new thumb, but it'll still look very similar to this. But these are the anti-religious scripture studies, if you see them like that. Okay, with the Joaquin and Boaz right there. So, yeah. That's been fun. I've been learning a lot on that myself. The email notifications are good, but how many people have clogged up email? I know, but my notifications go to my email that is like bombarded with junk mail and I never see it. So, although I have noticed on the app, I don't have my, here, that every now and then I'll get a push notification from the app that says live now, but it doesn't do it for everybody. And I think they should put that in the app. If you're following somebody, then you should get a push notification on the app that they're live right now. And then I think that alone would be a huge improvement. Rose, I know you live and die by email, but I just don't. I try not to go in that email, actually, if I can freaking help it. I just want it, just pop up on my screen. Just make it easy. Just be there in my face. I don't want to work for it. Spoon feed me. Now I feel bad for even saying that. But seriously, they should have better push notifications. Okay. So, anyway, those are all the people on Rockfin. There's a lot of people on here. ODD's on here, you guys. Like, what's his name? Iru's on here. That's Nirpara Todos. Wayne McCroy, A Chemical Tech Revolution. Look, Beth Martins, Matt Belair, Secrets of Saturn. Look, ODD's only put one video on here, but I'm willing to bet that after today, this is going to have a whole lot more stuff start showing up on here. Look at him. He only has one video and he's got over almost 5,600 followers. Yeah. So anyway, there's ODD TV 2 on YouTube, 34,000 subs. That channel's still up, but yeah, the big one with 350,000 subs is not there. That sucks. I have 1 million subscriptions on YouTube. Like a freaking million of them. Half of them are Brian Stavely channels, though, to be fair. At least half. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's not showing up here in the list. Bro, this sucks. Man. I really should go through here and, you know, I try to go through and I try to unsub. Look at, you see this whole list on here is my subscription list. I try to go through here and I try to, oh, I should unsub some of these channels because there's so freaking many of them. And then I start going through the list and I'm like, well, I don't want to unsub that guy. And I don't want to unsub that one either. Or that one, or that one, or this one. You know, it's like, I end up not unsubbing them. I just add more instead. Although probably through attrition, YouTube's just going to go ahead and whittle my little subscription list down to nothing if they keep deleting everybody's channels. Yeah, YouTube push notifications suck. Because they stopped giving me notifications for Baldini stuff a long time ago. It would show up late. Yeah. Let me check chat. Alex Stein 99. Yeah, I said that. Scooter, Conspiracy Castle. He's on Rockfin. I said that. Oh, anyway, so that's what's going on. I hadn't, does anybody want to call in or join me? If you know me on Skype. I would like to have people pop into the coffee shop now and then as well. Yeah, it's just background noise music. Yeah, Eric, if you think if y'all decided to leave YouTube and focus on other channels, people would give up YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. You'd be surprised how many people don't, though. I mean, people are freaking out because Mark Sargent's channel has gotten all these strikes and he hasn't been able to post for I don't know how long, but it's been a long time. And people are still coming to my channel. Where is Mark Sargent? Why can't Mark post? Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I'm streaming with Mark every Saturday and we're telling people every week that his channel's gotten all these freaking strikes and he can't post or upload to YouTube or anything. And they're still going, where's Mark? Where's Mark? I mean, people are such creatures of habit and they just don't, I don't know, man. You have to rip them from it kicking and screaming. I mean, look at Mark. Mark's got almost 100,000 followers on YouTube, but here he's only got 611. But this is where he's at. He's got everything here, like all the good stuff. And I know, and it's $9.99 a month for everybody. For everybody. You get everybody's premium content, which is what we liked. That's why we were all waiting for That's why we were all waiting for Lighthouse. Because we were expecting this Lighthouse app, that kept getting hyped. That guy was Sean. I mean, they're probably still working on it, but I mean, it's not here yet, and we're getting shut down now. We're being censored now, so it's like we can't just in the interim do nothing, So enter Rockfin and also Odyssey. These two platforms are the only places where I've put things up, or I know that people have put things up and it's not ever been removed for any reason. I mean, within reason. Obviously, if you're going to put up disgusting stuff, that's not right. But, common sense stuff. Asking, questioning the narrative. Asking questions about what we're being told. Like stuff that is, considered a no-no. If you do that, you're killing people. As Biden says, you're killing people. Your misinformation is killing people. Like, really? I thought it was that thing full of poison that you're, putting into people's bloodstreams on mass scale. That's what I thought. Was killing people. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. How's Remy's eye? Oh, you know what? Remy's eye is doing better. You know what? Oh gosh. Okay. So I took him and I got him this eye surgery. It cost a bunch of freaking money. It was like $1,400, right? And then we take him back and putting the medicine in his eye. We're doing everything we need to do, keeping him clean and everything. And then I take him back for a 2-week check and the doctor's like, yeah, his eye still isn't healing. And I was like, what? And she messed with it. She's like, I removed some loose flap that was over his eye. And I was like freaking out. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I can't afford another fucking $2,000 for another eye surgery. And so she's like, well, no, just calm down. She's like, in rare cases where they don't heal, she's like, we greatly reduce the cost. We'll do it again. Anyway, they told me they would do it again for $300, right? But, I just wanted to give Remy a break, so I didn't even take him in for the next week. I just let him take a break and kept cleaning his eye and putting medicine in it and blah, blah, blah. And so then his eye just started to look better. Like, I don't know what she did whenever I took him in there to get a checkup, but he had this, after the surgery, he still had this huge red bulbous thing on the surface of his eye. And then when I took him in there, she scraped it off, and then I don't know if that did the trick or what, or it did something to where his eye has now healed over. It's not like it was. It doesn't have a big blood vessel thing in there anymore. It's foggy. The lens is a little bit foggy, but we took the cone off. It doesn't bother him. He doesn't itch it. It's not leaky. He doesn't have leaky eye. He doesn't have eye boogers in it anymore. It's I think it looks like it healed over to where now it's tolerable. He, I don't know how great the vision is in that eye, because there's you can see it's I don't know if it's scar tissue, but it's a little, I mean, he had a lot of trauma to that eye. So, but he doesn't scratch it. He doesn't, it doesn't bother him. He's not in pain. We haven't been having to put drops in his eye anymore. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to put him through the pain and stress of having to wear the cone anymore and going through another surgery if he's fine. So I'm just leaving. I want to leave it alone. I want to let him be a happy dog. I think he's okay now. They were telling me he wasn't, but I'm telling you, she did something. She said she removed a loose flap, and then she did that, and I was like, oh my god, his eye looks worse again. But then it healed. Yeah, it's a little cloudy, but I mean, there's no discharge, there's no blood vessel. So I don't know. I think he's doing better. Like, even if they want to do it cheap, I just don't want to put him through that again. You know, I feel like he's over it. You know, and he doesn't have to hunt for food. His life does not depend on his vision. I feed him, Ted feeds him, whatever. You know, he's a lazy dog who lays on his bed most of the day. So, I think he's fine the way he is. What up, boy? Yeah, he probably doesn't have great eyesight in that eye, but you know what? Get another dog to lick it with magic dog soul. Right. Yeah, he's very spoiled, very loved. So, I think he's okay now. And I didn't put him through another surgery because I just felt it wasn't necessary. I don't know. He doesn't need to go through all that. It was stressing him out. He wasn't a happy dog. So, that's what's up. What's up in chat? Sorry if I get quiet and look at chat. I did use DMSO. Billingtano, I did. I made the saline DMSO drops from the Amanda Vollmer book. I did. And yeah, 20%. And I was putting that in his eyes. I did use that. I think it probably saved him from getting infected. There's something weird about how the eye is made though, like the way it heals. Even if you keep it clean, it may not heal properly. Because that's what was happening. I was using DMSO and colloidal silver because I thought if I kept the eye clean and free of infection, then it would heal. But it didn't. Hi, Bronca. Good to see you. I will go through Telegram stuff, but I can't do that on YouTube, Eric. There's stuff there's a reason that stuff is in Telegram. Yeah, so I made DMSO drops. And I think it kept his eye from getting infected. For sure. But they had to go in with some weird tool. You know, if you look at it, it's like this weird tool and it's like microblading and they like puncture the lens and they do something to it to make it heal in a way that it all reattaches the right way. It's weird. Eyes are weird, you guys. That's what I learned. That's what I learned from this whole thing with Remy's eye, is that eyeballs are not like the rest of the body. If there's something going on with your eye, it's not like the rest. There's something, like there's a reason that there's a whole specialty around just eyes. That's for sure. Natalie, does anyone here use CBD oil or oil with THC? Have both, which I've started using for pain, sleep, and some other health issues. I'd love to hear some reviews. Everybody that I know that has used that for whatever they needed to use it for has said that it has helped them. I can't think of anybody who said they used CBD oil for fill in the blank and it didn't help them. So, I don't know. Yes, DMSO for my teeth. Yes, I use it on my teeth as well. Oculus, yeah. It's true. There's something unique about the way the eye works. You got to be careful with it. Like if something bad happens to your eye, don't mess around. Don't freaking mess around. DRTRH said on Jaren's stream that he did use DMSO on the eyes. Yeah, it's mixed with saline solution, and what it is, if you follow Amanda Vollmer's recipe, it you know, you get a little dropper bottle. It's like about this size. And then if you know, I actually I should make a video on it, but I bought these little droppers things. They're like, it's like a dropper set. I bought it off of, you know, it's that place that I probably shouldn't have bought it. You know, the hellspawn of Jeff Bezos. But anyway, for like $15, because I couldn't find it anymore. I didn't really know where else to get it, but you can get this kit. It has these different little droppers, glass droppers with, you know, little measurements on the side, and there's all different sizes, and they have the little plunger tops you can take off and put back on so you can clean it all out, and it makes it really easy to measure to get the right proportions, the right ratio. So what you do first is you mix up the saline. You make a saline solution with distilled water and salt, and it's like I forget how much salt, but it's like, I don't know, 6%, something, 2%, I forget. Don't quote me, but anyway, it's in there. You can look it up to make a generic saline solution. It's very easy to find. So you make a saline solution, then you take that saline solution and you put like 1 dropper full of just straight DMSO in your little dropper bottle first, right? And then like 6 of the I think I ended up like 6 of saline, right? So then 6, so then that, and whatever it is, it ends up being like a 20% DMSO to in the saline. And then if you want to make it, you know, a little less, you can just add more saline. If you put that in your eye and it stings a little bit too much, just put a little bit more saline to dilute it a little bit more. It's really easy. Yeah, DMSO is dimethyl sulfoxide. It's made from trees. It's made from trees. And it helps with a million different things. Right. Still waiting for your coffee? Actually, I need a coffee refill myself. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I got my refill. I feel better. Oops, I'll go back to the screen share. So, anyway, what were we discussing? I forget. I do have the news map thing up, and I've got it only selected for health and science. Let's take the health one off for a sec. What's going on in science? New images of Mars from China's Sarong. Really? Wow. That's fascinating. Look at that, you guys. Hey, look. They took pictures of the tracks in the ground to prove that they were there. Look, this is how they show you it's true. Look, we were there. Look at us. There's our tire tracks in the dirt. That proves it. What is this? What is this? Oh, is that supposed to be it landing? Right. Landing on Mars. I don't understand this extremely fish-eyed picture. It's not even a wide-angle view. Why does it... Is that like they're... I don't get it. Is that like their subtle globe programming? Here, oh look, here's their little sites. Oh my gosh, those look like dead pixels on a screen. And they're trying to say that that's a landing site on Mars? Or what is this? What the fuck kind of... What is this? Yeah, blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Hubble Space Telescope function is restored. Oh, you guys. No, I'm not registering. Look at... You can all relax. The Hubble Space Telescope has been fixed. It's been gathering data about the universe for more than 30 years, and damn it, it's gonna do it for another 30 years. Because they don't make them like they used to, man. It's just like cars. All the old satellites, those good satellites last forever. They never die. They're just out there in space, lasting forever. It's the new ones that crash down in the desert. These old space telescopes, boy, they built them to last back then. Tell you what, everything was better. Boy, look at these beautiful images of gas coalescing in a vacuum of space. Isn't it a miracle? It's a miracle. Why would they lie? Yeah, it was dying the other day, but then they fixed it. Didn't you hear? They performed a magical repair mission on Hubble and it's fixed. It's restored, see? Last week, engineers began switching over to backup hardware in a bid to get one of the most important research tools in history up and running again. It's the worst malfunction in years to hit the venerated observatory. Hubble is an icon, giving us incredible insight into the cosmos over the past 3 decades. said NASA's administrator, Bill Nelson. "I'm proud of the Hubble team, from current members to Hubble alumni who stepped in to lend their support and expertise. Thanks to their dedication and thoughtful work, Hubble will continue to build on its 31-year legacy, broadening our horizons with its view of the universe." For about a month, Hubble's team of experts had been investigating the cause of a problem with the payload computer, which helps control the onboard science instruments. Yeah, look at that. Look at that flying shit can. It even looks like a toilet right here. Like it's got the toilet top. Oh my god. It looks like you could sit on top of the space telescope and take a shit. And then you know what comes out the other end? This. Oh, don't mind me. I'm making myself laugh. Oh my god, it's like they're laughing at us. The changeover was completed on Friday at the science instruments were returned to operational status over the weekend. Come on, it does look like it though. Come on, doesn't it? That's terrible. It's so terrible. Always with the toilet humor. Science comes out the other end. I know. So there you go. A successor to Hubble, the James Webb Space Telescope, is scheduled to launch later this year. Yeah. It's taken them 31 years to come up with the successor. Right? It's such a joke. It's such a joke. I mean, Hubble telescope is so old that like the scientists who worked on the first on Hubble originally, now 31 years later, like their sons and daughters can be working on the same hunk the same space shit can. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, look it updated, you guys. Look at what's trending now. Society is right on track for a global collapse. New study of infamous 1970s report finds from Live Science. Live Science, y'all. Science. Society. Okay, I gotta read this. I'm curious to see what it says. I don't know if y'all are, but I am. Society is right on track for a global collapse. New study of infamous 1970s report finds. A steep downturn in human population and quality of life could be coming in the 2040s, report finds. Oh, really? Well, why would that be? Why would that be? What could possibly cause that to happen? Human society is on track for a collapse in the next 2 decades if there isn't a serious shift in global priorities, according to a new reassessment of a 1970s report. In that report, published in the best-selling book The Limits to Growth in 1972, a team of MIT scientists argued that industrial civilization was bound to collapse if corporations and governments continued to pursue continuous economic growth no matter the cost. The researchers forecasted 12 possible scenarios for the future, most of which predicted a point where natural resources would become so scarce that further economic growth would become impossible and personal welfare would plummet. The report's most infamous scenario, the business as usual scenario, predicted that the world's economic growth would peak around the 2040s, then take a sharp downturn along with the global population, food availability, and natural resources. Well, that sounds quite ominous, doesn't it? This imminent collapse wouldn't be the end of the human race, but rather a societal turning point that would see standards of living drop around the world for decades. Wow. So what's the outlook for society now, nearly half a century after the MIT researchers shared their prognostications? Gaia Harrington, a sustainability and dynamic system analysis researcher at the consulting firm KPMG, decided to find out. In the November 2020 issue of the Yale Journal of Industrial Ecology, Harrington expanded on research she began as a graduate student at Harvard University earlier that year, analyzing the limits to growth predictions alongside the most current real-world data. Harrington found that the current state of the world, measured through 10 different variables, including population, fertility rates, pollution levels, food production, and industrial output, aligned extremely closely with two of the scenarios proposed in 1972, namely the BAU scenario and one called comprehensive technology, in which technological advancements help reduce population and increase food supplies even as natural resources run out. What the F? WTF? Wow. While the CT scenario results in less of a shock to the global population and personal welfare, the lack of natural resources still leads to a point where economic growth sharply declines. In other words, a sudden collapse of industrial society. The BAU and CT scenarios show a halt in growth within a decade or so from now, Harrington wrote in her study. Both scenarios thus indicate that continuing business as usual, that is, pursuing continuous growth, is not possible. The good news is that it's not too late to avoid both of these scenarios and put society on track for an alternative, the stabilized world scenario. Whoa, what's the stabilized world scenario? This path begins as the BAU and CT routes do, with population, pollution, and economic growth rising in tandem while natural resources decline. The difference comes when humans decide to deliberately limit economic growth on their own before a lack of resources forces them to. Lack of resources, but they keep saying lack of resources. I don't believe that there is a real lack of resources. This is like, it's what do they call it? When they intentionally cause scarcity. They intentionally cause this stuff, you know. They like, just like when they'd want to, back when they want to drive up oil prices, then OPEC would just produce less oil, and that would increase the demand, and then they would raise the prices, right? The SW scenario, stabilized world scenario, assumes that in addition to the technological solutions, global societal priorities change, Harrington wrote. A change in values and policies translates into, amongst other things, low desired family size, perfect birth control availability, and a deliberate choice to limit industrial output and prioritize health and education services. On a graph of the SW scenario, industrial growth and global population begin to level out shortly after this shift in values occurs. Food availability continues to rise to meet the needs of the global population, pollution declines and all but disappears, and the depletion of natural resources begins to level out. Societal collapse is avoided entirely. Wow. So, okay, this scenario may sound like a fantasy, especially as atmospheric carbon dioxide levels soar to record highs, but the study suggests a deliberate change in course is still possible. I mean, it's just more fear porn, right? They're telling everybody, listen, if you don't, you know, start reducing your carbon footprint and stop having so many babies, you breeders, you dang breeders. Stop having babies and stop going places and stop, stop polluting the air. Stop breathing out. We're going to put a mask on so that you can stop polluting the air with your breathe out, your carbon, your CO2. Yes, false scarcity, yeah. Ugh. This scenario may sound like a fantasy, especially as atmospheric carbon dioxide levels soar to record highs. I just read that. Blah, blah, blah. Harrington told Vice, oh, here we go. The rapid deployment and deployment of these things during the COVID's pandemic is a testament to human ingenuity in the face of global crisis. It's entirely possible, Harrington said, for humans to respond similarly to the ongoing climate crisis if we make a deliberate society-wide choice to do so. That makes it sound like they're gonna start imposing it on you, just like they do with this stuff, right? I mean, they're pushing it so freaking hard. They're pushing it so hard. So now the next thing they're going to do is they're going to push this just the same as they're pushing this. At least that's what this person is implying, right? Like, okay, we put the hammer down with this. Now we're going to put the hammer down with this. It's not yet too late for humankind to purposefully change course to significantly alter the trajectory of the future. Effectively, humanity can either choose its own limit or at some point reach an imposed limit, at which time a decline in human welfare will have become unavoidable. Wow. That's a messed up sentence, if you ask me. Choose your own limit. Limit yourself, or you'll be limited whether you want to or not. That's what it's saying. Ridiculous, man. Screw these people. Oh boy. All right. Pick a headline. What do you guys want to look at now? Or should I stop? How long have I been going for? Yeah, everything's got this like undertone of like, you need to do this or else we're gonna do it for you. You can choose to do it yourself, or we'll make you do it. Right? Breathing tax. Yeah, man. They totally want to tax the air you breathe. Watch. Actually, you know what's funny? Steph from the Deftones sent me a screenshot where they were doing the mask mandate in LA again. And then it sent another one where it was talking about stimulus, right? And he's like, do you think the unvaccinated will get a stimulus check? And I start laughing and I was like, no, I said, I bet. I would not be surprised to see an anti-wax tax. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you didn't? Well, then you have to pay extra. And you have to go here. And you can't go in there. You have to wait outside like a dog. Like a dog, because you're a dirty, filthy dog. Okay? So you have to wait outside like a dog and you have to pay extra. That's what it's going to be. Because you're going to be like a filthy disease spreader. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna have to I may have to cut off the YouTube stream so that I can move on to the Telegram section, because all the good stuff's in Telegram. Yeah. Let's go to Awesome Austin says, let's go to Rockfin. I know. All right. I know, because I want to start talking about other stuff, but YouTube, you know? YouTube. Let's see. I gotta figure out how to turn off the YouTube stream. Hold on. I guess I didn't really think about that. Let's see. Where's my other window? All right. I think I'm gonna have to go in here to the studio and do it that way. Here we go. All right. I am now currently... Oh, you made more coffee? Yay! All right. I'm going to be ending the YouTube stream. If you are not a premium Rockfin user, you can go here and continue to watch on Odyssey. And then there's also Twitch. Okay? So right now, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. And we're going to go have some further discussions that are not so YouTube friendly.